Meanwhile, in the sprawling suburbs of Corby...
Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing the next 6 stages of the Fanhome release of build 1966 Batmobile. So, not a lot to do, but the first stage is quite fiddly because we're mucking around with piping. In fact, we're mucking around with brake piping. If you do want to get this for yourself, I'll put a link in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen. Other than that, we're going to be doing a wheel today, and I think we are starting the exhaust as well. So I'm going to jump into it, so without further ado, let's get cracking. So before I start stage 39, once again, we do have one of these binders. I'm just going to talk to you through how to assemble the binder. We do have some volume numbers, I guess, that we could put on the side of the binder, looking like that. But all we've got to do is, again, you have seen this in some of my other ones, just do them in order. So as you can see, these flaps at the bottom are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 2. So what we do first is put number 1 down. Then we put numbers 2 down. And then quite simply, we're just going to be, as you can see there, just putting number 3 down. And to get number 3 in, we just push it all the way in so it goes in too far. And as you can see, it looks like that. There we go. We've created another volume for all our magazines. Okay, stage 39. This is the magazine. Now, I'm probably going to bundle some of these up because there's not a lot we're doing. We're doing the wheel and we're doing the exhaust. It looks like we've got some of the brake line here as well. So we're going to be putting some of the brake line into the chassis system just like this here. And that's how it's going to look. So let's do that first. So here is stage 39. Not a lot in here, but we do have this piping, as you can see. Okay, so bringing up the chassis. Haven't seen this for a while. Just going to move that slightly back because I'm going to need to cut some of this new piping. So there we go. I balanced it on its side, so you can see here. So I need a 50mm one. I need a 150mm one. And then I need a 500mm one. And we need 3 of those. So I'm going to have to use my cutting mat for this because I haven't got a 500 centimetre ruler. There we go. 3 pipes. Okay. I've actually just moved the Batmobile because it's getting in the way. I do need these connectors now. Looking like that. And I need one of the 500mm pipes. I'm going to be pushing that at the top of this one here. Like that. Put that to one side. Bring over the car again. I'm just supporting the car so that the engine's not on the work surface there because it's going to go into the hole that we got here. I am going to put some glue in here because I've got a funny feeling this is the sort of thing that will fall out. Just going to go into the hole here. Perfect. And that's one in. Just put that on the floor and bring over these drums because I'm looking for one of these drums which has got some nipples on it like that. And basically on one of these nipples, I'm going to be putting a 50mm pipe. And that is the smallest one that we did. Perfect. On the bottom one, I've got another 500mm pipe. So that's those in. Very involved this is because now, bring the car over again. I'll put my little blocks down here just to lift it so the engine's not pressing on the engine. And I'm going to be putting this disc into place. There is some holes that this can fit into. So it fits on like that. And the short cable that we got here, even though we're getting in a mess, is going to be connecting to the left side of this connector. And I am going to glue these on because they seem to have a habit of falling out. Now, that means we've got 2 500mm wires now coming off in each direction here. Once again, I want to take another disc, but this time I'm going to be putting a 150mm wire in. I'm going to glue these in to the nipple at the top. And then another 500mm wire to the nipple at the bottom. I'm saying nipple a lot, aren't I? Bring the car back over. And this time I've got a clip going into the hole on this side. And it really does look like a clip. Look, just like that. So get this in. So put the rim on this side. And once again, I'm going to be passing this cable through here. And then that's going to be going onto the nipple on this side of that one there. Once again, I'm going to glue that into place. Now put a little bit of glue just above this differential, just to tidy that wire and keep it into place there, as you can see. Excellent. Now, probably best on the top camera. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit. We're going to take a 500mm cable from here. Can't really straighten it, unfortunately, but don't worry about it not being fixed good at that end yet. I'm going to be threading this through here, under this beam here. Perfect. Under this one. This is why we have tweezers. And then through this big A-frame at the front. Perfect. And then that could just come out into the engine bay area. Like that. So, from there, down here, down there. Do the same on the other side. This is where I realised I've put my things on the wrong side. It's not going to make a difference because I'll just pass this lead around the outside. So, the other long lead that's coming from this one, let's follow that one through. Perfect. And again, pass that through the engine bay just there. And then this one that's coming out the top here, which really should be on this side, it is going to go round the outside. So, they do have it going underneath the leaf spring. It will have a little bit of excess on it so I can reach the servo, because that's eventually where it's going to end up. And then that's just going to go round here like this. Into that engine area as well. Perfect. So, they're all in place. We do have these parts left over, but I won't be using them in this stage. So that brings us swiftly on to stage 40. Here's the magazine. And I'm guessing it's going to be exhaust or wheels. What do you reckon? It's wheels. So we've got some of the rims. Let's start batching these together then. So I'm just going to be putting that piece on top of that piece, as you can see. That's all I'm doing in that stage. So let's move on to 41 as well. This is what the magazine looks like. And we're going to be putting the tyre over those rims. Looking good. And we'll continue again. Keep going. Because that was quite a simple thing as well. Here's the magazine. And then we've got a rim going in one side, I'm guessing. Just like that. To piece that together with one of these that we just had for that first stage. Looking like that. And I think that's all we're going to be doing on the wheels. Because let me just check. Yeah, in the next one we're going to start the exhaust. So the ultra quick stage 40 is basically just taking these two parts and just putting one of these over that like that. Pretty crazy, isn't it? This is metal, this is plastic. So that's going to sit like that. As I said, in stage 41 we do have the wheel. We're not going to need to soak the wheel. At least I don't think we are. So I'm just going to make sure that this is the right way round. So I'm going to be putting this in this way. That's just going to fit into the indent like that. Nice quick stage, huh? And then stage 42. So 3 stages to do a wheel. Pretty crazy. We've got the hub in here as well. And that means getting some CP screws ready and then lining this up with this on this side. Perfect. And putting the CP screws into place. Let's use my big screwdriver. Don't need oil because we are going into plastic. So that's one in. That should hold it. I'm going to put the other 4 in now. Excellent. Now that's in, that's what it's looking like. We're going to be taking one of these backing plates here. I'm going to be putting that to line up with the two holes in the middle there. So that's going to go on that way, and they're held in with AM screws. And I need two of these, and these are going into metal. Bring the car over because this is going to be attaching onto this side here. So what I want to do is now make sure that this is actually into the lugs like it needs to be. Then put the wheel on. Perfect. And I'm going to be holding that in with an FM screw. I also need the washer I got here. And screw that in. Nice and tight. No wobble on there, but it is able to turn. You can see. Just a case then of putting the bat emblem onto the little hub in the middle. And then that will be able to press into here. But, well, I have put it in. There you go. So it's looking just like that. And that's all there is to do with the tyres. So what that means is I'm going to do the last two stages together because we're working on the exhaust. So again, here's the magazine for stage 43. Bits of exhaust to put together just like this. And we are going to be putting this onto the car, as you can see. And then in stage 44, I'm guessing we're going to be doing the other side. Let's have a look. Here's the magazine. And yes, we've got the boxes here that are going onto the exhaust, just like that. Here we go. Here's stage 43. Let's just get everything out. So to start off with, I'm going to be taking this pipe here with this on this side and this pipe here looking like this at each end. And I'm just going to be putting this into this point just underneath. So it fits nice and flush on there. I'm holding that in with a KP screw, which I've got here. Tiny screw. And there we go. That's into place. Turn it over. Then I'm going to be taking this box here, making sure this arrow is pointing towards that exhaust. This is going to be going over the top just there, held in with an AP screw. Get that in tight. Excellent. Bring over the car and turn it upside down. I'm going to be putting this underneath this section here. Hopefully one of the cameras will find this out. So it's looking just like that. It's coming over the side here. This is going to actually connect just into that hole there with a CM screw. Put that to one side. I'm going to be doing the same with the right hand side pipe. So make sure that the hole here is facing up. Make sure the arrow again is pointing towards the exhaust, so that's going to go in there. Once again, I've got an AP screw. Bring the car over again. And then this one's going to go on the right hand side. So again, this can go underneath, just like that. Put that into position here. And then the other side of this exhaust can go into that hole just there. Pretty hard to see because it's underneath the leaf spring. So a CM screw here just to hold that in first. And then if I turn this car over, I can get one of these thin KP screws just to put into the hole here. That will hold all of those exhaust parts together. Perfect. That's all there is to do in that stage. Let's just move on to the last pack, which I'm sure is going to be easy because look how many parts we've got, hardly any. And I'm looking for one of these boxes which say L, which is this one here. I've got a little pipe to put in, which is this pipe here, which is just going to be going on the end like that, this way round. Held in with a BP screw. Matter of fact, we've only got one set of screws for this one. Perfect. Look for the opposite number, which says L here. That's going to go on the top. So that's what that's looking like. And again, got these BP screws, which is going to close this up. Now, we're not going to be mounting these to the engine. What we are going to do is exactly the same thing. So, having the right-hand side one now, get a screw ready, put this in here this way up, then put the cover on, make sure it's on the right way, there you go. And then BP screws once again to hold these two parts together. Perfect. And with those both completed, that's all there is to do in this stage. This is all there is to do in this pack. So there you go. That's Batman for another month. I made one little mistake in that one, but I'm going to have to live with it now because I'd already glued the pieces in. So not really a lot I could do about that. But I make mistakes, so you don't have to. Anyway, if you want to get this for yourself, you have to check the video description and also the QR code on the screen. But I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.